I know a lot of fans already have travelled to Denmark for this second leg of the UEFA Conference League qualifier between Viborg FF and West Ham United. And if you're going to the game, well, you're going to a country that I don't think a hell of a lot of Brits visit, and especially to a place that's very obscure. When you think of Denmark, what do you tend to think of? Pork, Lego, Peter Schmeichel, Lars Jacobsen, Mads Mikkelsen. One thing is for sure, you're not going to think about Viborg. Most people visit Denmark because they go to Copenhagen. They may never come across Viborg. It's in the Northern Hemisphere, and although it seems like an off-the-grid place, it actually offers more than what meets the eye. So where is this place? Well, it's located in the north of Denmark. It's around 326 kilometers from Copenhagen and around 65 kilometers from Aarhus, the second largest city in Denmark. It's in the Jutland Peninsula and is the main administrative city of this area. The metropolitan population of Viborg is around 41,000 people, so it's not very big. If you are looking to do some touristy things before the game, well, I've come up with a list of 3 things you can possibly do. First and foremost, the Viborg Cathedral. The cathedral was built across a 50-year period, having started work in the year 1130, and the structure of the building has been destroyed several times in fires, so restoration work has been done over the years. The newest parts of the cathedral were installed during the late 1800s though. The cathedral contains many paintings by Danish painter Joachim Skoggard. He studied in Paris and Copenhagen and was considered quite an important artist in the early 20th century. His paintings depicted biblical stories. And talking of Skoggard, he came from a family of painters and artists. The Skoggard Museum is within walking distance of the cathedral. It displays all of his family's artwork. It shows temporary exhibitions 3 or 4 times a year, so if you go, you might be in luck and come across an exhibition. Sorry, guys, I got in late from work last night. I flew out to Nashville very early this morning. I'm running on no sleep doing this video, so if I'm making some fumbles when I speak, I do apologise. The main water source of this city is Sandso Lake. It's a tranquil area where families gather around in the summer for water activities and picnics. You can take a stroll around the lake and relax by the water if you wish, and get a few scenic photos of the city skyline. What's the stadium like? What's Energy Viborg Arena like? Well, it's called this because of a sponsorship with Energy Viborg, a local energy company, and it's had this name since 2011. The stadium itself can accommodate over 9,500 fans. It was built in 1931 and was renovated 3 times in the 2000s. It has 2 replay screens and extra standing areas throughout the stadium. How do you get there? Well, the stadium is a 4-minute drive from Viborg's train station if you want to take a taxi or get a lift. Alternatively, there are at least 4 bus routes to the stadium. Just ask the bus driver. What 3 things should you know before you fly out to Denmark or before you immerse yourself within Danish culture for the time being? My first piece of advice would be to avoid paying by credit card. Some restaurants, retail shops and businesses add a surcharge if you pay with a foreign credit card. Withdraw some money and have it changed when you arrive in Denmark. Most major banks will change British pounds. A lot of Danes commute locally on bicycles. Bicycle ownership is very high in Denmark. If you're crossing a street or getting off a bus, look carefully before you walk. The last thing you want is a bike clattering into you, and that's going to really hurt for both you and the cyclist. And also, don't make too much noise. Danes don't tend to talk very much in public. They prefer to have their conversations and catch-ups at home. Public transportation users are often quite quiet. So don't be offended if the locals aren't making conversation with you. They're not doing it to be rude. It's just part of their culture. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Fly Away. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to sub for more content. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all soon.